While 2019 was not that long ago, you might remember the dynamic we were living in the late teens in this country, where you had the President of the United States speaking in the most vile terms about people who were foreign born. And you had that notion metastasizing in places like Charlottesville. In the main, I caution against conflating immigration and crime. The data demonstrates that the two are not connected. Because the impact of federal immigration policy on localities has been under such consistent discussion in recent months, I do want to say a few words about this. It's my 18th year as a local government policymaker, and my work has overlapped with 4 U.S. presidencies and numerous iterations of Congress. All of them have failed to reach agreement on how to handle immigration.
Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you. Hold on. Once again. There we go. Something like that. I promise I do this for a living. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about something. Now I know we're only into the end of February. You can tell by my background. Right on. We're still in February. So it's early in the year, but I think we have a front runner for Dumbass of the Year. Now, we don't hand out that award until the end of the year, but this person I'm going to show you here, they are making a strong case. A strong case. So this is the mayor of Athens, Georgia. And unfortunately, there was a situation where a young lady, 22 years old, she was killed, murdered by somebody who was not supposed to be here, somebody who was uninvited, undocumented, illegal. Her name's Laken Riley, 22 years old. She was a nursing student, University of Georgia, her whole life in front of her, and her light was snuffed out by an illegal turd from Venezuela. Now, how does the mayor of Athens play into all this? Well, he said some of the dumbest, out of touch. I wouldn't even say it's out of touch because this guy can't be that stupid. Can he? I don't know. I'm going to show you some footage. I'm going to show you what he said. And then there's some more footage from this same press conference where he got a little bit of reaction from some citizens. So that was good. But let me show you this. And this is where he says, he lies. It's absolute nonsensical bullshit. Again, the politicians are saying one thing, but we're living something totally different, aren't we? So here we go. The mayor of Athens, Georgia says, what now? Yeah, I know.
In the main, I caution against conflating immigration and crime. The data demonstrates that the two are not connected. Because the impact of federal immigration policy on localities has been under such consistent discussion in recent months, I do want to say a few words about this. It's my 18th year as a local government policymaker, and my work has overlapped with 4 U.S. presidencies and numerous iterations of Congress. All of them have failed to reach agreement on how to handle immigration. In the main, I call
Kelly Gertz, mayor of Athens, Georgia. Now, you hear that language? You hear what he says? He says, you can't conflate immigration and crime. He didn't say that you can't conflate illegal immigration and crime. Because if you're an immigrant, that implies that you came here legally and you followed the rules and regulations to become a citizen of America. That's why they call you an immigrant, because you immigrated here. But it's implied that you did it legally. Illegal immigration or illegal immigrants, illegals by definition, are criminals because they did something illegal. They broke the law. So how can you not conflate criminals with crime? The fact that they came here uninvited makes them a criminal. Crime, criminal, crime. It's the same thing. Crime is the act, and a criminal is the person who engages in said act. By crossing over that border without permission, you are now illegal. You are a criminal. Don't we have laws against somebody coming in your home without your permission, breaking and entering? Trespassing, you can get killed in America for trespassing. So being somewhere you're not supposed to be without permission is very serious. It can end your life. Unless you're coming from another country and you don't got to worry about nothing. We got phones, we got housing, we got schooling, we got clothes, we got money. Go to New York, you're getting thousands of dollars a month. From who? Don't worry about it. And more importantly, don't worry about paying it back. We're going to take care of you. We're going to roll out the red carpet. We're going to give you hand jobs. We're going to, if you're a clam, you got a clam. We're going to get in there, all up on the nipples. We're going to make you feel good. So the fact that they came here without permission makes them illegal. It makes them a criminal. So there's a direct correlation between criminals and crime. One begats the other. Crime is the father of the criminal. Immigration, I have no problem with immigration. Also, at this point, I wouldn't have a problem if they put a freeze on legal immigration. But to lump these criminals, these thugs, in with legal immigrants is insulting. Those people took the proper steps. They studied, they waited, they paid. And you're going to say they're the same as this monster who came over the border and killed that girl? The data implies that there's no correlation. No, we're not talking about legal immigration. We're talking about illegals. Illegals are criminals. So they're knee deep in crime by the time they get here. You putting your toe across that border without permission makes you a fucking criminal. And this dude, let's read that real quick. Let's read what happened to Miss Laken Riley. What happened to Laken Riley? Riley was previously a University of Georgia student who was studying nursing at Augusta University's Athens campus at the time of her death. A runner, she had gone out on a trail near the UGA intramural fields off College Station Road on Thursday morning. Her roommate reported her missing to campus police when she didn't return around noon. That's a piece of shit right there. Who killed her? Allegedly. A search of the area led to the discovery of her body in a wooded area. She had visible injuries when she was found, authorities said. The Athens-Clarke County coroner, Sonny Wilson, told USA Today that the preliminary cause of death was determined to be blunt force trauma to the head. Officials haven't said exactly how she was killed. In courtroom documents, Ibarra was accused of dragging the victim to a secluded area, causing great bodily harm with an object, disfiguring her skull, and preventing her from calling for help. Riley didn't know her accused killer, officials said. Ibarra lived in an apartment complex just south of where Riley's body was found, police said. Police identified him using video from campus security and other technology. A citizen of Venezuela, Ibarra entered the U.S. in 2022 and was detained by authorities who released him pending further immigration proceedings, according to common practice at the time. It's unclear whether Ibarra has applied for asylum in the U.S. That doesn't matter. They're not going to check. You're here now. So somebody comes to the border illegally and you release them into the interior of the United States. Don't you dare say it. Don't you American-loving, family-protecting sons of bitches even say it. Don't say it, because they just want a better life. According to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, New York police charged Ibarra in August 2023 with a vehicle license violation and child endangerment. Ibarra had been driving a scooter without a license and had a child with him who was not wearing a helmet. He was released by police there before ICE could file a detainer, federal officials said. Because, you know, these sanctuary cities, they don't want these people to get caught. Because, you know, there are no borders. Everybody, we're all citizens of the world, man. They do this shit in a lot of sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. Well, they'll give in Oakland, former Mayor Libby Schaaf of Oakland, she was giving illegals heads up when there were going to be ICE raids in town. They're serious about helping their voting bloc. And that's another example of how when people come up here and they don't work for the American dream, they just steal it. They don't care. They don't obey the laws. How many times have you seen an American driving with their kid on a scooter with no helmet? They can't even be without a helmet. The adult, you mean the child is going to be without a helmet? I saw that when I was down in Cozumel, Mexico. We saw a whole family, mom, dad, and 3 kids on a scooter. Dad was driving. There was one kid between his legs on the floor, a little floorboard. Mom sitting side saddle. She's holding a baby, and there's another baby holding on, another toddler holding on to the back. A family of 5. If they're learning and waiting and paying and studying and doing what they're supposed to do to come here legally, they would know, oh, shit, Americans don't do that. Oh, shit. You can have your fucking kids on the scooter with no helmet? No, fool. But if you just come here, you don't give a fuck about the laws and the rules and the culture. You think this guy was just trying something new? Hey, new country, new me. I'm going to try murder. Motherfucker was probably a murderer back home. Don't tell me they're not emptying their prisons. They're not sending their undesirables up here. This dude was a fucking murderer. That's not your first time doing crime. You don't jump off the deep end. That dude has done that shit before. He wasn't even here 2 years and he's already murdered somebody. You think thousands upon thousands of those fuckers pouring across our border aren't monsters just like him? They're not going to adopt our rules. They're not going to adopt our culture because they don't have to. They didn't earn it. They're going to bring that same savage, dirty, filthy, shitting in a hole in the ground mentality right up here with them. Why not? I've said this before, and damn it, I will say it again as long as it's true. They want to be in America. They do not want to be American. This is fresh pickings for them. They come from real war-torn shitholes. Their entire country is inner city, Chicago and Baltimore. They come up here, people got open yards, no walls, no gates, no fences around everything. All you guys keep your valuables behind is glass. This is a whole new world for those savages. You watch, they're going to start getting strongholds in these sanctuary cities where the police won't even be allowed to come, where crime will reign supreme. And you just won't be able to go, American. Yeah, you're paying taxes for it. You're keeping the lights on. You're keeping the garbage collected and the streets clean. But you can't go there. It's been taken over by the foreigners. Why not? Really sad. I'm sure it's very sad that this young lady has to join the list of Americans who were killed by illegals. Was it Kate Steinem, I think was her name? A few years back in San Francisco, she was shot by an illegal who was acquitted, by the way. Explain that. But let me know what you think, man. This is sad, and we're going to see more of it. Because if you think most of the people coming up here are just poor little dirty-faced, hungry people who just want a better life in Los Estados Unidos, I got some magic beans I want to sell your dumb ass. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Make sure you get in that description box. Hit the link to my new channel, Green's House. Like, subscribe, and share. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.